Hello and welcome back to Green Street Elites. Joined by Reese, as you can see. Reese, good evening, mate. How are you?
Yeah, not bad, mate. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you, sir. Very, very well. I'm really happy today, actually, because we got our tickets
So I
for the
can't
City
actually see
game
the
today.
chat on here.
Oh, there you go.
Sorry, mate.
There you go. I'll put them on the screen. I'll put them on the screen. We got our
Beautiful,
tickets
beautiful.
for the Man City game today.
Yeah,
We
we're going
both
to see
got
the
our
team that's going to
tickets.
win the league,
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah,
and some team from Manchester.
yeah. Mm. What's your name, Peach?
But yeah,
You know,
yeah.
talking of
Well,
which,
got
in honour, I'm
yeah.
wearing the shirt. You know,
I've got the
go
shirt
on.
here.
Let's show them that this season's shirt, Pete's Dog 33, and then with me. Oh dear. I better take my headphones off before I try that again. Right, I can't hear you, but you can hear me.
Yeah, it's
Right,
probably a good idea.
Peach Dog 33. Gotta love that, and ya. Oh,
Yeah, definitely.
love it. Right, so what's Hammerhead saying? Good evening, hammers and hammerettes. Hope we all are well and enjoying an active transfer window. Come on, you irons. Thank you for joining us, Hammerhead.
Yeah.
Always in the chat, as always, mate. Brilliant. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you're new, guys. Yeah, thank you. And for those of you that are watching live, it's a pleasure to have you in the chat. And for anybody that's going to watch this after it's aired, welcome, and don't forget to like and subscribe, like our friend Ahmed there says. I've got a feeling this is the lad that's going to rocket us to top six. We're talking about Agued now.
I can see it.
Sorry, not Agued, not Agued, not Agued.
Scamacca.
Scamacca, yes, of course. That's what a bloody title to show as well. So, excuse me for my my bumbling. Deck Reese. the two G's.
I'm
Thank you.
definitely going by that all the time now, because that's what Pete's
Yeah,
called me.
yeah, mate,
Definitely going by it all
definitely.
the time.
And Hammerhead, you'll probably be pleased to hear that I'm hoping that Reese will make a few more appearances on the channel as well.
Yeah, definitely. We've still got to
You
record
know,
the in crowd at some point.
we've got to do that. We have got to do that, and there's a few other people that I would like to record that with as well. So if anybody watching this is interested in joining in and recording a version of the in crowd with me, leave a comment. Leave a comment on the video after it finishes. I do read them all and I do reply to them. Epic, good evening to you, sir. You are both lagging and freezing. Oh gosh, are we? Right. Well, I'll tell you what I can do
Let's
to.
hope.
Hang on. Let me see if this makes any difference. Bear with me. Right. That must make a difference for me. I've turned off the virtual background, and I'm not actually skipping on screen now either. So
Yeah,
hopefully that
I
sorted it
don't
out for
know.
you, Epic.
I've never had anyone say about issues when we've been live on random. So
It could be.
I don't
It
know.
could be my stream that's doing that. Freshfield is in house. Good evening, Sean.
Cow,
Cow.
cow.
Cow. Cow. Right. Loving it, lads. Good to hear. Good to hear. And Sean says, got a theory that overload of potential signings is that Moyes is getting prepped for the 5 subs rule coming in. Thoughts on that? That's a really, really good shout, Sean. That's a really good shout, actually, mate. I hadn't even thought about that. That's got to be playing on his mind, surely. And also the fact that I think that during the season last season, we kind of lagged a bit because we didn't have depth in the squad. What are your thoughts on it?
Well, yeah.
Okay.
I was gonna say, yeah, we didn't have that much depth last season, but we've replaced players that we've lost this season, but with much better players, if that makes sense.
Yep, agreed.
So like that is technically more depth because they're better players, but it's still early days. We still could sign a few more players and stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
and
we replaced a striker that we didn't even have.
Yeah, there's always the development kid lads that can come up and fill a space as well, aren't there? You know, so
yeah, exactly. Because like where we get 5 subs this season as well, I reckon boys will probably be a bit more what's the word? Wanting to bring on younger players and stuff where he's not got to sacrifice bringing on instead of bringing on a younger player instead of bringing on a established first team player, if that makes any sense. So I reckon he will use more subs and stuff, which is also another good thing about the 5 sub thing is where we're playing European football again, we're gonna we can rest more players and stuff.
Yeah, agreed. Right, so Epic saying that the audio is fine. Hammerhead saying no lagging and freezing for him. Maybe it might be your connection, Epic. Maybe lagging has stopped. So thank you.
Might have been a little bit.
It may have been because I was using my virtual background. I'll not use that for this evening. I'll wait until I've got a much stronger signal on my box. Yeah, with the 5 subs rule, we need more depth because we'll come in stack against teams. We'll come unstuck against teams that have these other options. But by signing players, it will help us to compete. Absolutely, mate. I believe you got that nail on the head, mate. Sharky, good evening, sir. Hi, Reese and Budge. Thank you for joining us. Miss Hammerette says, found ya. Hey, both of us. Hi, Missy. How are you, sweetheart? Thank you so much for submitting that video to me, and thank you for trusting me.
Oh, yeah, it was brilliant.
You know, pop it up.
I watched it on the premiere.
It was lovely. Yeah, it was lovely. Yeah, it was really good of you to do that. Thank you. And hopefully that may encourage a few other people to come on camera. Actually, while we're on that subject, Missy, the in crowd, if you fancy it, let me know. Let me know in the chat. If you fancy doing the in crowd with me. Buzzing for this signing, yeah, absolutely.
I think we all are.
Yeah.
So it's been 18 months since we sold Haller.
Yeah. Hopefully Kostic is announced tomorrow. Is that still a definite goer, or is it a definite goer, do you think, Reece? Or is this,
I think so, because apparently they've got the same agent.
Yeah.
They've got the same agent, so that's looks like it could be useful. And also, apparently there was a flight that came in from Frankfurt or something into the same airport that Scamacca came into yesterday. But don't quote me on that. Someone I saw on Twitter.
Okay. Missy says, absolutely any time. Was honoured to have been given the opportunity, and my tribute was also fab. Thank you. Thank you for saying that. And is that, oh yeah, that'd be ace, please, as in crowd? Brilliant. I will message you and we'll get that going. Definitely. And everybody's talking.
Hey, Budge, I was going to say, we could do a live one. We could do one in person together. My one.
We could. We actually could. We won't do it now.
It'd be a bit different, wouldn't it?
I haven't.
No. I mean, we could do my one when we get the Man City game.
Yeah. Oh, I see what you're saying. Do the interview then, and
then
I can then bring it home, edit it, and premiere it later.
Yeah, we can do that.
Sounds like a plan. Yeah, that sounds like a plan. We'll do that at the Man City game. We'll find a nice little corner in the Carpenters. Not likely.
Or we can do it when we get back to the hotel, which we still need to book.
Which that didn't sound right, actually. We're going to be staying at the same hotel for that. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah.
Right. Yes, please, to the in crowd. Fresh says, read somewhere Kostic is playing for Frankfurt tonight. Okay. Missy says loved seeing Scamacca, and Oggy together and all. Lovely. Right. Okay. I'm not putting up all of the comments, because obviously there are some greetings to each other, and I won't read them out. You read them yourselves, don't you?
Yeah. No,
okay. So let's now talk about our new signing. Now, I'm hoping that I'm going to be able to share my screen. Window. Or is that one? No. Yes, that one. Let me see if I can share this. Right, can we all see this? Yeah, I think we can. I'm not quite sure. Hang on. Yeah, no, it's actually up on the screen. So basically, I've put up the transfer marks page.
There we go.
And it's already it's already stating that he plays for West Ham. I love that though. Look, it says league level first tier. I love that. I think that sounds so good. He's an Italian international, as we all know. We're all aware.
I think last season he scored.
Place first. Rome, born on. How many, Reece?
I think he scored 16 in 36 last season. No, I looked at it last night.
Oh, right. So he was born January 1999. He's 23 years of age, which is a fantastic
He's younger than me.
Yeah. And nearly a third, or just over a third of my age. I still run rings round him, mate, I'll tell you. But yeah, he's 1.95 meters. So what's that? 6'3"? 6'4"?
Yeah, like nearly 2 meters. Nearly 2 meters.
Yeah. Which is bloody tall. He's right-footed. Current club West Ham, of course. Joined a few days ago, and he's contracted till 2027 with an option for a further year. And he's sponsored by Nike. So there we are, and there's a list of teams that he's played for. Right, starting from 2012, he played for Lazio Youth, Roma Youth, AS Roma, PSV under 17s, PSV under 19, Sassuolo under 19, and then the senior squad by 2018. So it's taken him 6 years to reach like top level. Obviously, he was a young lad at 2012. He was 13 years old. So by the time he was 19, he made his
first team debut.
Yeah. And then he went on to Cremonese on loan, then back to Sassuolo, then to PEC Zwolle, whoever they are.
Someone in Holland, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it is. Yeah.
Back
to Sassuolo, back at the end of his loan, and then out on loan to Ascoli in Italy, back to Sassuolo, then to Genoa on loan, and then joined West Ham 3 days ago. So the fee was £32.4 million. 32.4.
Which ain't bad.
No, but his value was 27 million. MV, what's that?
So at least we've not had our pants pulled down.
No.
Market value?
Market value, yes, that would be it. And now his market value
not just
is
a pretty face.
27. Yeah, well done, mate. His market value is still 27 million. Surely
Yeah.
that needs to be 30 something now. 32.5 in that. Go to this. Oh, there we go. Okay. So he's a decent player by the looks of things. You know, he's, as you said, 16 goals in 30 plus appearances.
36 games, yeah.
Yeah,
I think it averages out about.
just under a half. Just under
I think it
half.
averages out about 0.67 goals per night. I think it was
Right. Yeah.
something like that,
But
which is
you know, I mean,
pretty
at the end of
decent.
the day, he is a out and out striker, which is something we have been lacking for the better part of. Well, I wouldn't even include Haller in that because he really wasn't an out and out striker for us. He really didn't do what we required.
No.
So you know, I would probably argue that Diafra and Andy Carroll were probably the last out and out strikers we had.
Yeah,
Definitely.
definitely. And also, he's not been having the whipping balls from Cresswell and Bowen at the other team. So
Yeah. And, you know, I mean, I've got a feeling that now that we've got him, I think you'll find Antonio out on the left a little bit more because
definitely.
that's where he's been drifting a lot to cover the lack of quality out there. Don't get me wrong. I love Pablo Fornals, but he ain't a left wing. He's not a left
No.
winger. He's more of a 10 if you really nail it down. In fact, he's actually probably a true number 8, if I'm honest. He's actually a true number 8 because he'll
Good
do the
player wherever he
defensive
plays, to
role
be fair.
he'll do the defensive as well as the attacking role in the midfield. So, you know, I think, you know, anyway, we're drifting off subject. Scamacca. I think that now that we've got him, as I said, I think Mickey will be pushed out onto the left. I've got a funny feeling that the likes of Ben Rama will probably either be used intermittently, or if he is used on a more regular basis, I would think he would probably be used centrally rather than out on that
definitely.
left. So you know it's. Let's go back to some comments because quite a few have come in. Missy says, by the way, the opening of the shirts, both of you, was amazing. Thank you.
Thank you. I know mine was probably a
enjoyed
bit. I should have put the camera somewhere else and opened it, but
No, but it was
I didn't
great.
think
It
of
was
that
good
at
the
all.
way it was, mate. It was good the way it was. It was just natural. When Scamacca said me old China in his video on West Ham's channel, I couldn't stop laughing. Yeah. Yeah, obviously that was a phrase that, you know, that's quite popular around the world as being associated with Cockneys and EastEnders, old China. So, yeah, it was good that he used it. It was great. See, already he's kind of getting into the flow of how the club is and, you know. I think the draw for the Europa Conference League qualifier is next week. Yes, Sharky, I think you're right. I do believe it's Wednesday. Don't quote me on that, actually. I'm not 100% certain now. So chatting between each other. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Acclimatising very well already, Mr. Scamacca. Yeah, he is. Can't see it, Budge. Oh, yeah, that was, yeah. Now they can see it. Scamacca speaks better English than Moyes. Epic. That was epic. That was brilliant. Love it. Yeah, that's cool.
It's true.
Yeah, me old China. Look there, people are commenting on that. So Hammerhead says, "Me too, Reece. Starting to feel old now. Yeah, mate. Not good, is it? Age catches up with us all. age catches up before 6'5". So 1.95 meters is 6'5".
Yeah.
Thanks, Hammerhead. See, we can always rely on him to be here and to come up with the goods. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
It's brilliant. He's brilliant, mate. I love him. Not only is he rated in the top 4 upcoming strikers in the world for potential, he was trained by Ruud van Nistelrooy. Nice. One of the best
Yeah, I did
strikers
see
of
something
all
about that
time
on
when he
Twitter.
played at PSV. Yeah. And I'd actually go along with that Van Nistelrooy was one of the best strikers in his time, definitely. One of the best of all time. He's one of, yeah. I mean, I wouldn't put him right at the top of my list. I think Thierry Henry deserves that for me. But yeah, Van Nistelrooy is definitely out there. Yeah, definitely. Future certainly looks bright. Let's hope he does it in the night in the night claret and blue. Future certainly looks bright. Let's hope he does it in the night claret and blue. Okay. Oh, in the mighty claret and blue. Thanks, Hammerhead. Yeah, let's hope he does. Good evening, Titch. Thank you for joining us. Hammers Fans United says, evening, everyone. Can't stay. I have so much to do, but wanted to say hello. Hope everyone's okay. Thank you for joining us, mate. I really appreciate that, Titch. As always. Lucas is in the house. Mr. Lucas, how are you, sir? Ladies and gents, hope we're all well. Excellent stuff. Yeah.
I know Lucas is doing a extra favour at 10:15 on Twitter, so I don't know if he's preparing for that. That's why he's not coming on or something. But
yeah, I'm only going to be going till about 10 anyway myself. Yeah, I'm only going to be going till about 10. Yeah, it is nice. Yeah. Everybody's chatting. Right. Fresh Fielder says, if Scamacca replicated his scoring rate from last season, he'd scored 22.5 goals this season. That's based on him playing 90 minutes in all 38 league games. So with his strike rate based on 38 league games, he's saying that he should score 25 and a half goals this season. I mean, 22 goals and 8 assists would be nice. I think that would be a decent return for him. 20 goals and 5 or 8 assists would be a decent return, I think, in his first season.
15 goals. 15 goals would be decent.
Yeah, mate, it would be amazing. It would be amazing. How much is the fee for Scamacca? Has it even been released yet? Well, according to Transfer Markt, it was £32.4 million, which I believe is 36 million euros.
And apparently there's like 5 million of add-ons as well.
Yeah. And a 10% sell-on clause. Yeah. 10% sell-on clause, which is good business from Sassuolo. Very good business, if you ask me. I mean, I would do that. I would definitely do that. I'm predicting, Hammerhead says, I'm predicting he's going to score 8 to 12 Premiership goals and 16 to 22 goals for the season in all competitions. So 16 to 22 goals in all comps, 8 to 12 Prem. That's a decent return for your first season. Wouldn't be an amazing return, but it's a decent return. And I think 12 to 15 goals.
Well, if he scores a winner in the Europa Conference League or something, then it's good.
Yeah. Even if he don't score anything else. Worth a bet, that, I reckon, he says. Yeah, good.
Well, we're about to try Cherry Dr. Pepper.
Oh, wow. Miss Hammerette says, right, I'm off to bed. We'll catch you soon. Thank you for joining us, sweetheart. Really appreciate it. I will send you a message later regarding the in crowd, etc. And we'll talk. Thank you. Freshfielder says, Antonio hasn't been drifting out to the left on a whim, he'd have definitely been under instruction. That's a good point, actually, because I think with David Moyes, because of the type of player that Antonio is and the prowess he has in front of goal, or has had in front of goal, bearing in mind that he is our highest scorer in the Premier League, I think you're probably right. He's probably been instructed, and I've been instructed to click this button here and bring this gentleman into the studio.
Lads, how are you?
Good evening, Anton. Fine, thank you, mate. How are you?
Hello, mate. How are you?
Yeah, good. Thank you very much. Good to be on with you. It's good having a chat. Just been listening away for the last 5 minutes and thought, you know what? I'll jump on.
Yeah, that's it, mate. That's it. That's what we like.
Big play.
So, what are your thoughts on this Scamacca signing?
I'm buzzing, mate. I really am. I don't know. I'm trying my best. I mean, you guys know this. I'm a half glass full West Ham fan. I always try and see the positive from a situation. So it's not been great that we've not had someone in, but to sign someone finally, but someone who's been sought after, and is obviously thought quite highly of in the world of football. The difference is, obviously, I've never watched the guy on a regular basis. Obviously, when you're linked to a player as part of doing the channels that we all do, you try and look a bit into them and you try and build up a bit of knowledge and etc. It doesn't mean what we do makes it right, but he seems to fit the system. And I heard you earlier on talking about that. Did you see his interview that he did with West Ham?
I haven't actually seen it yet, no, because I've been
brilliant.
Quite busy. Is it?
It's really good. His English is fantastic. It brings back really good memories from obviously the old program on Channel 4, from the Italian football. But he comes across really humble. He comes across like he actually understands West Ham. A bit like, do you know how we always go on about Fornals and thinking like if you've got a player that's going to understand the culture of the club coming from a foreign country, it's going to be someone like Fornals. And his opening line in the interview is that me old China. I mean, and then he giggles, and it's just things like that warms your heart to a player. Bang.
Yeah, definitely.
It's just good. So apart from that, they ask him, describe your style of football, and he says, modern. I'm a modern footballer. I can play in and out of the box.
That's good to know.
Because I did see one of his goals that went flying in from outside the box.
Yeah. So my mum and dad came round here for dinner tonight. My dad was asking me loads of questions on Scamacca. So as you do, I thought, you know what, I'll fire on YouTube and I'll show Dad some clips. And I showed him the 16 goals that he's scored for Sassuolo last season. But then there's like an 8-minute clip of the highlights of what kind of style of player he is. And he's not scared at all, lads. He gets outside the box, he drops really deep if he needs to, and he's happy to it's a bit like he's like, come at me, because I'm gonna shield the ball and do this and do that. So he does look like the real deal, but it's just whether or not he can do it in the Premier League, which I think he could. I think he can.
Yeah. Lucas is saying he's predicting 20 goals and assists in all competitions this season from him.
See if Moyes gets some of the players that we're linked to, i.e., if he can get Kostic over the line, then I'm telling you now, like it's on paper frightening what that team potentially could achieve if you think about a player that regularly hits high double digits for goals and assists every single year at a high level club like Frankfurt. That's what Kostic does. He earlier on, I'd done a show on him and I showed the heat map. He absolutely hogs the left hand side, up and down the park, left, right, and center. So if he pings balls in to players like Scamacca, Bowens, Ben Ramas, whoever's in the middle of the park, Antonio's, then you've got good finishers. Then my word, like it's got the potential. It's got a lot of potential.
Yeah, agreed. I mean,
quick question, Anton.
Go on.
Are you going to the City game?
I'm not, mate.
Is that what you're going to have it down for?
Yeah, I'm not. I'm gutted. I actually spoke to Russ about this the other day. So I've got my season ticket came through, obviously in the new format today or yesterday, I think it was.
Yeah.
And normally I get quite a few games this side of the year, but obviously having the new one, and I think I rode my luck a little bit when my new one was born, and then I came down quite a few times. So, my wife's just about to come off of maternity, so I might have to juggle some things around. So I'm going to miss a couple of the games, which I'm gutted about because I really want to come down. Especially, I know I've met you, Budgie. I've not met you, Reese, yet.
Yeah,
not yet.
But I don't really particularly remember 100% meeting you, Budgie.
Oh no, it was a little mad.
Was it the toilet by any chance?
No, it wasn't actually.
Yeah, well, I was probably drunk. I got to be honest.
I think I was as well. I think we had a picture. I think we were drinking it. I think we were drinking out the same picture.
I think we were.
Brilliant.
I think we were. Yeah, it's great. But yeah. So I mean, this Kostic thing, this link to Kostic, is this a solid link, Anton, or are we looking?
I don't know. I don't know, mate. I don't know. I mean, it seems to be solid if you look at the reputable people talking out there. So that Darmish guy and Romano have both kind of spoken out and said that we've had an offer knocked back from Frankfurt. Okay. He's played in a friendly tonight for Frankfurt and scored as well.
Yeah.
So they're saying that Frankfurt are looking more like 20 million quid they want for him.
Still though.
I think it is. I think maybe West Ham might try and negotiate because of his age. Maybe. I don't know. But it's a steal, mate. And I think 100%. Like, if it's genuine, you've got to go all out and get him in because he is an upgrade. He is an upgrade.
Yeah. And I mean, he's quite dynamic from what I've seen of him. On certain clips on YouTube and stuff, he seems to have quite a dynamic approach to the game. He explosive may be a better word actually. He's got like an explosive appeal about him where it doesn't look like he's doing much, and then all of a sudden, bang, he fires into life. Yeah. I like him a lot, actually.
You can actually see, like, again, I know it's links. Russ does a spreadsheet of all the players we're linked to, and it's ridiculous spreadsheet. It's actually ridiculous. And another player we were linked to is potentially gone now. Dwight McNeil looks like he's going to Everton. So when you look at a player of Kostic's ability, and he looks like he's got a shitload of ability. Serbian international, won Europa League. It's just all about convincing, I suppose, getting the transfer fee sorted, and then convincing the player that come and believe in the project. And you're and you can then start, when you look at the players we're linked to, you can start to see what Moyes is trying to achieve. I think you can. He's always said that we've struggled in defence since he's came into the club. He brought in Aguerd, and that's a shame that he's injured. Yeah. So I wouldn't be surprised if we're looking at some market somewhere for defence, because he's never 100% been happy, even with Ogbonna coming back. Yeah, because Ogbonna's coming back from a tough injury, isn't he?
Yeah, and he's coming back at a tough age as well, isn't he?
Yeah.
Injuries take a lot longer to heal. And the mind takes a lot longer to recover from them as well.
Absolutely.
Take it from a man of age.
I know how you feel, Budgie.
Who's going to start? Who's going to start against City?
What, in goal? Or the whole team? Are we talking?
No, in centre defence. Obviously, Zuma.
Oh. Yes, I think it'll be Zuma and Oggy.
I think it's what depends on
Zuma and Dawson
I think it's got the potential to be Dawson, to be honest, because Oggie's really only had, I don't know how much of the game he played at Luton. I know he's had a couple of behind the scenes games.
I think he had 60 minutes at Luton, wasn't it? 65 minutes.
Yeah, I don't know.
He has been training, yeah.
Yeah, as long as if Dawson's fit, I think Dawson may start over Oggie.
Yeah, it's a good shout.
He's
earned the place, hasn't he? Let's be fair.
That's Haaland out for the season.
You what?
What was that?
I was just saying, if Dawson starts, that's Haaland out for the season.
And maybe Dawson out for the season amount of running he's got to do.
You never know, because Haaland's a bit of a lump, isn't he? But I mean, Dawson's earned his right for a place in the team. I think, though. I mean, you know, he was called upon as a kind of, you know, as a super glue to try and, you know, bond the defence together a little bit, because we were in need. We got in what people have referred to before as a bargain basement defender, and he's turned out to be actually more valuable than the £40 million players that we've got on our books.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean? He's provided us with goals. He's had a couple of assists. I know that sort of sounds a bit strange, but he has, you know.
Important goals as well, Budge.
Really important goals, yeah. And you know, yeah. And you know, to be fair, he's a workhorse. You know, I mean, like, he's like a proper worker, and I think he's earned his right to be in the team. Yeah, you know, I really do feel that he should be the first choice for the first game.
I think on the basis of what we've got, then yeah. But I suppose maybe what the comment that Fresh Fielder is saying, Sean is saying that we are coming up against Man City. I mean, I'm trying to think who finished, who was the centre back pairing against City at the end of the season? Was it Zuma and Dawson?
Dawson and Zuma, yeah.
Was it? Yeah,
would have been, yeah.
I would say.
Oggie wasn't back.
Yeah, I think it was.
Yeah, it was. It was Dawson and Zuma.
So again, it depends if Moyes is looking at the market, but will he bring someone in? I mean, Rashane Thomas from The Athletic said that we're looking at someone in Italy. So if we're looking at someone in Italy, I just said, well, a player that is up for grabs who we've been linked to before was Milenkovic. Yeah. Who does look like a good player, different gravy player as well.
And he's a player that David Moyes has been looking at, so
but then
allegedly.
But then Russ said to me last night, well, if you bring in Milenkovic, then that's you've got Milenkovic and Aguerd and Zuma, and then you've got to choose between the three. But each team's going to need 3 or 4 solid centre halves, and Oggie and Craig Dawson are on the wrong side of that age barrier, and then you've got Diop, who has he spat his dummy out. I don't know.
We don't know, do we? We can't. We can't really say for sure.
I reckon we'll lose Diop this season. I reckon Diop's gone this summer.
I mean, I think
because what was it against last night about Diop on the bus at Rangers?
Well, I mean, he never got a look in, nor did Masuaku for the friendly at Rangers, and we weren't planning on going round to see the players, but we ended up going round to see the players, and we were waiting for ages. And the first 2 players to come out were Masuaku and Diop, and they did look miserable. But then again, I could be just reading into it a little bit. But the thing that got to me was they were 20 to 25 minutes ahead of any other player that came out of that stadium.
And they just sat on the bus, didn't they?
They just sat in the bus a bit miserable. And to be fair, most of the players didn't really engage with the fans, but there was a few of them that did, and it was amazing. But then the next minute, you see that Diop's suddenly in France with his mates. But then today, if you look at his Instagram, he's posting pictures of West Ham, him wearing a West Ham strip with him and Zuma when they'd done the media day. So it's hilarious, really. I don't know. But the problem is, Moyes has always stated that he's never been happy with the defence. So bringing in Aguerd, he'll be delighted with. However, Aguerd's injured, and now he's pretty much got the same defence. So he won't be particularly happy with that. He'll be delighted with our attacking options because he was obviously looking at going hardcore with that. Put more money in. I wasn't enamored by Zielinski. I really wasn't.
No.
But I did a little bit more homework on him. I done a little bit more homework on him last night, and yeah, I mean, I quite like him actually. Quite like him, like more than quite like him actually. So
Yeah. I
love that comment.
I love that comment.
It's true, though.
Oh, come on, stop it now. We liked you a moment ago. Let's not have that, eh? Phil Jones alone incoming.
Oh man.
But then we all went, oh God, Craig Dawson, really?
I know.
Now look.
I know.
Now look,
But this looks like, doesn't it? It's got the vibe that this is this summer. Moyes has said all along, I'm going to strengthen, and so far he is. And he's taking his time by doing it. But I really can't. I know the season hasn't started, but on paper, I'm pretty happy with what he's doing.
Yeah.
I'm assuming
can you see some more movement though?
Yeah.
Hammerhead saying that Diop was pictured joking around with Zuma yesterday in a press shout.
That was.
He didn't seem angry or like he wanted to move.
That was the media day, so that was done about, I don't know how long ago. It wasn't yesterday. I know we pictured it yesterday. It's when the club put out a lot of the pictures. So they've done a media day. I don't know exactly when that media day was. It definitely wasn't in yesterday or the day before that, because Diop's been in France. So yeah. So I don't know if he is pissed off. You just hear about what you're hearing.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, there's been a lot of speculation about him, hasn't there, since before the season finished. So, we're all sort of saying that, should Fulham come up, they'd be interested in him and stuff like that. We were saying that before the season even ended. And, it's been mentioned a few times since, even by people like Darmesh and that, they've even mentioned the link between them. So, it's quite possible that there is a link. And I think if there is any sense of frustration or anything for Diop, I think it's probably frustration and that in the media coverage and the speculation. I don't think it's with the club, either club. I think it's more about, the way people like ourselves handle it,
I mean, we're talking about Diop, who once upon a time was captain of Toulouse at the age of 19. And all the opposition managers was going, we have unearthed this absolute beast of a centre-half. So there's obviously a talent there. It's just how it's managed. It's just how it's managed, I think. And maybe Moyes is sitting there going, I'm looking at players like Milinkovic, I'm looking at this or whatever, but we've actually got a decent player in our ranks and just needs a bit of a cuddle or arm wrapped around him or whatever.
Yeah, and we know that Moyes is quite capable of that, and we also know he's capable of denying players that as well.
Yeah.
So, it's got to be a case that Moyes wants him to put his arm around him, I think, because, we've all sort of seen and speculated on the Saeed Ben Rama affair with, him and Moyes, so it could be a similar thing with Diop, but the thing is, I have actually seen YouTube and stuff of Diop at training, and David Moyes has been more or less having one-on-ones with him, conversation, and kind of giving him instruction and stuff, and it's been a one-on-one with David Moyes, so that kind of makes me tend to think that there is something between them, and that I think David Moyes would rather keep him in the ranks, because he's a very useful player when he does come on.
Yeah.
It's very rare.
Because I can't remember who it was against last season, but he came on and had a binding game, didn't he?
Was it not Diop when he first came? Was it not Diop and Balbuena that kind of had a bit of a decent partnership together?
Yes, it was. Yeah. I think that was also kind of a bit difficult for Diop then as well, because we still had Winston Reid at the time as well, and he was fantastic up against alongside Balbuena. The pair of them were fairly solid, So that was
when he wasn't
a difficult time. Yeah.
Leave him alone, Reece. Leave him alone.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot you're Winston Reed's biggest fanboy.
Biggest fanboy, yeah, you love it.
Absolutely, mate. Absolutely.
But,
he's one of the most underrated.
I know we're
players.
sort of talking about Scamacca and the signings and that we've made, but I just want to pay a little, moment of acknowledgement for David Martin. He's been released by the club now. I've seen as a statement from the club, and I've seen an interview he's done subsequently, and he's saying that that the last 3 years being with West Ham have been the most important years of his 20-year career, or 20-year long career. And he was saying that the memories that he's had at West Ham, will go with him to his grave, basically. But the one thing that I did like, and I'm going to read it out word for word if you don't mind, because I thought it was really quite a nice, quote from him, really, to be fair. Right, so is it there? Is it? No, it's here. It's got to be here. Oh, come on. I hate it. I hate this. Right, David Martin, where are you, buddy? Come on. I did send it in the group, didn't I?
Yeah, it was a couple of hours ago, mate.
Oh, yeah, of course it was. Oh, here we go. It was before that. Yeah, right. So, David Martin, in his interview, and these are direct quotes from the transcript of the interview, it says, to see what the club is actually like from the inside is massive. It's massively overdone my estimations. So it's been a privilege to be here for 3 years, and what I have experienced in them 3 years has just been unbelievable. And then he was asked, the interviewer said, you've become a cult hero too, with the "We've got a chance, Martin's in goal" chant ringing out from the terraces ever since your debut at Stamford Bridge. And his reply was quite nice. I liked it anyway. He says, yeah, I mean, that kept me going through that first game. And to actually, when I'm out running now, when I'm finding it really, really tough and I don't really want to be doing a run or a bike ride or putting my body through that chant goes through my head now. So it's almost like a motivational tool. It's something that will live with me for the rest of my life. And that's nice.
West Ham through and through, isn't he?
And he
states that club, didn't he? So
yeah, but it states that he said that I was born into the club. I always knew that I wanted to play for the club, and I'm massively honoured with the appearances that I've made, and my time spent with the club. But it also states that he's been assisting the goalkeeping coach.
Yeah.
So
I thought that was part of the reason why he came in as well, to do goalkeeping coach.
Well, he was spotted. I think someone had tweeted, and I don't know, I don't believe everything you read on Twitter, but someone had said they were sitting in a restaurant, and David Martin and Fabianski were sitting in the restaurant together, chilling out, having a meal and stuff like that. So maybe, I think he is leaving. I don't think he's staying on in a coaching role, but that doesn't. Maybe he is. I don't know, but maybe he'll come back and.
Well, you see, I think that may be the case, that he's been released by the club, so now he can go and concentrate on doing his coaching badges and qualifications, and then he'll possibly come back to the club as a coach. I was
going to say, I'm not too sure about in a restaurant with Fabianski today, because unless it happened afterwards, because there's been quite a lot of stuff going around with Fabianski and Soufal today, visiting a hospital.
Yeah, they were there today, but I think the picture, I meant to say the picture I saw was, I think it was yesterday or the day before. I can't remember when it was.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I was going to say, because I know they were there.
Yeah, I've seen that. They were doing a thing with the kids at the hospital, weren't they?
Yeah.
Good on them.
Robert's just reminded me of another thing. The link to Abdou Diallo, PSG. Know anything about that?
No. I haven't actually done any piece on him, so I need to do a bit of research on him. I don't know. I mean, I think they probably, if anything, would want quite a bit of money for him. I don't think it's a loan from what I've roughly read. I don't see us going in and spending 20 million on him.
I think I have actually seen 26 million.
Yeah, I can't see
sure
that.
that
Can't see that. But maybe, I mean, who am I to say?
What is he, 20 or 19?
At least we're spending money this season, though.
20, 21, something like that.
Yeah.
He's a young lad, isn't he?
Diallo is 26.
Oh, is he 26?
26.
Wow.
Yeah.
Finally, we're interested in a player older than me. Doesn't make me feel old now.
Don't take it too hard.
Listen, lads, I'm going to head because I
Okay,
did say to the missus I was going to be on for 15 minutes. And when I walk back through to that room, she'll take one look at me and go, see, I told you. See, I told you. So
you can blame me. Say I wouldn't let you leave.
Yeah, I will. But listen, lads, I seen the unboxing of the tops. Quality, really nice.
Thank you.
Really nice touch.
Cheers, mate.
And I was a bit gutted actually because the phone that I spoke to our good friend Peach on has decided to basically pack in. And I don't know if I've backdated it, and I think there's quite a few messages in it, and I can't get them. So I'm working away at trying to get them back, just so I can kind of listen to.
You may be able to do it by linking it to a computer or something.
Yeah, I think that's the kind of old way doing it.
Either that.
I've managed
plenty of hours of entertainment on air.
Yeah, I know.
I've managed to empty phones that like you cannot even use the screen on. I've managed to get messages and stuff out of. So. Yeah, it's always
still a hard one to take, and always will be. And just you always expect them to be in there, don't you, in the chat or on the screen? It's mad. It's mad.
Yeah,
it's absolutely mad.
Yeah,
it's crazy. But you know, we've had some lovely tributes to him from lots of different people, and it's been really nice. You know.
Yeah, absolutely.
And he's reached out to a lot of people, and that Just Giving page is, it's over doubled the target. So hopefully
it's still going to go up as well, because I know a few people said that they're going to put him on their paid.
Yeah,
I think
at the end of the month. But that's nice because look, we'll have a champion stone hopefully for him, and hopefully a little bit of help for his family. Financial help.
Yeah. Because they were saying about possibly coming over, so
well, maybe some money might help them do that.
Cool.
Are you gonna be coming down to see the stone when we all go up there and on, if it's
possible? Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely.
When it's in, I think we're all planning on going up there for it.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, mate.
All right, lads, take it easy.
I don't want to get you in any more trouble with Mrs. So pass our regards on to the wife, won't you? And the children. Yeah, and enjoy the rest of your evening. Thanks for popping in, Anton. Much appreciated,
that's fine, mate. No worries. All right, take it easy, lads.
All right, mate. Take care.
See you later.
Thank you, buddy. Take care. Bye. Brilliant.
That was nice to speak to Anton for a bit, wasn't it?
It was, yeah. And he always kind of brings a little bit of sense to the speculation, if you know what I mean. No, to like sometimes when he talks about certain things, sometimes there are things going on in my head where I think, I wonder what that meant, or I wonder what that could mean. Or, and then Anton will sit there and without even realizing, he'll tell you his side of things, and you go, that's what that would have meant, that's what that will do, that, you know what I mean? And it's like, he's good. I love it.
It's quite nice to have Anton on as well, because obviously, like, we found like West Ham YouTube through West Ham Network or Irons United, as it used to be called, didn't we? Then Anton always used to be on it and stuff. So it's quite nice that we now get to speak to him and stuff, isn't it?
Yeah, and Anton was the first person to invite me on screen as well, so that was really kind of nice as well,
I think Stell invited me on first.
Yeah, Peach then. Said to me, "Oh, do you want to come on, Rand?" And I was like, "Yeah, why not?" Went on there. The rest is history.
Yeah. Yes, I didn't see the score was 4-3. I was going to say I saw the score was 4-3, but I didn't know we were 3-0 down, which is quite cool.
Yeah, that's very good. Very, very, very good. West Ham ladies beat Enfield 11-2. Okay, different leagues, but and in the ladies' game, the difference in leagues is a massive void. Massive.
Yeah.
But that's still good practice for the girls. Keep their legs in trim, wouldn't it, mate?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, mate. Got to go now, Titch says. Thank you for joining us, Titch. Thanks for listening.
Yeah, thanks for joining, Titch.
I know you've been, mate. I know you've been busy doing stuff, but I know you've also been viewing and listening. So thank you for joining in, mate. And hopefully I'll get to see you on one of your streams very soon. I don't mean in the studio. I mean me watching like you are now. Diop and Aguerd will be good once Aguerd is established now. Both you, G, big and fast. Yeah. Both you.
Yeah.
Big. Yeah. Yep. So, yeah, it's good. I mean, I think Diop needs a superb player next to him. And, in fairness, this season, last season, he did have in Zuma and Dawson. And I think that's what made him have a decent season. I think he had a decent season last year, Diop.
I was going to say, I think Diop and Zuma would make quite a good partnership together because they're obviously, they're both French, aren't they?
Yeah.
So
yeah, I mean,
look like, from the Instagram,
we've spoken about the French triangle, haven't we?
Yeah.
Like in front of goal. That's it. In front of goal, them two, and then Areola in goal. And to be fair, that will have some benefit. Of course, it will, because they all speak the same language and they can understand each other fully without having to try and translate it.
Exactly.
So
that and Aguerd came from France as well, and Moroccan and French,
French Moroccan,
yeah, they're quite very similar, aren't they? Very similar sort of language.
Yeah.
I think they speak French in Morocco, don't they? I think.
Yeah, I think I think that's a French and Arabic. I think is also spoken out there because there's.
I'm seeing a few of Aguerd's posts on Facebook, and they've been Arabic. Yeah.
And I think actually Aguerd did say something about on his on a post. It said a quote from him, and at the end of it he says "Inshallah," which is an Arabic word, which means like God willing, basically. I only know that because my brother-in-law is a Muslim, and he tells me these things. Hammerhead says David Martin kept a clean sheet in that Chelsea game, lads. That's special. Indeed, it is. Indeed, it is very special. But that ain't the only game that season he kept a clean sheet in. He kept a clean sheet when we beat Southampton 1-0 that season as well. I know that for a fact because I read that in the article that I was reading about David Martin earlier. And that I retained that England, Germany, Euros women's final. That's going to be good. That is going to be good. And listen, I'm going to go and put a fiver on England and win it.
I might, to be fair.
Yeah. So who do we think could be our next signing, guys? Kostic. Tomorrow morning.
I reckon Kostic.
Yeah, I reckon tomorrow morning Kostic will be videoed walking out and onto the training ground at Rush Green.
I don't know if it'll be tomorrow, but I reckon it'll probably be before Friday, if anything.
Yeah. Well, tomorrow is the only day left before Friday, mate.
Oh yeah, it's Wednesday now. I forget. I don't know my days of the week.
Yeah. Or what position? Well, Kostic. What is he?
Yeah, I think.
What is he attacking?
I think Kostic. He's more like a left mid. I'd say left-sided player.
Left-sided attacking midfielder.
So I think he could play like left wing back, left midfielder, left attacking midfielder.
Fresh. I can never type a message without a what? Without a spelling mistake because my fat thumbs. Well, you should be
Don't
so
worry,
lucky.
my autocorrect. My autocorrect
Yeah.
on my phone at the moment.
When I do that, when I have spelling mistakes and stuff, her ladyship, Happy Amorette, she says I've got fat feathers, not thumbs, feathers.
Yeah.
Because of the Budgie thing, obviously. It's funny how we got
because
a
my
grade in.
autocorrect at the moment.
Yeah.
Go
on. She says it's funny how we got a grade in and centre back window was finished and everything grand, then Zuma limping, Dawes niggles, Oggy not ready, a grade injured. How fast things change. That is very, very true.
It's football, though. It's football. But as I was saying about my autocorrect, it always at the moment, whenever I try to type like the word "I," like if I'm saying like "I don't know," for instance, it will come up with "you don't know," like the letter "u" instead. It's really, really annoying me at the moment. I don't know why it started doing it, and it's just like. No,
because you and I
are
next to each other, and you're hitting the U instead of the I.
No, I'm definitely hitting the I. I know I am.
I found that out myself. Oh, well, then you're going to have to take you out of your dictionary.
I'm going to. Well, I don't know why it's in there. I never use it. I type YOU.
Happy says the moment when he went up to his pops in the stands and he cried. He dropped to his knees and cried. It was brilliant.
Yeah.
It was beautiful.
That was a brilliant moment.
Beautiful, beautiful moment. Won't be tomorrow if Kostic is playing in a friendly tonight. That's true. That's true. Yeah, there's rumours that he was playing tonight. You should put your thumbs on a workout schedule. Tone them down a bit. Sound advice there. Hey, look, Budgie has fat feathers. See? Told you. She's so naughty. So bloody naughty. Gonna start proofreading now. Yeah, that's a good idea, mate. Become an editor as well as a writer. That's what I did. I proofread my own book when I wrote it. Anyway, HH, I replied to Aguirre's post earlier and said, have a quick recovery and get back soon. You ate mustard. What she meant was, you are mustard.
Wow.
You ate mustard. He'll say, no, I've never eaten it in my life. What's the matter with you? Oh, classic. Right, so, okay, look, it's just gone 10. Lucas and James Fever are going to be doing a space on Twitter in about 10 minutes. And we've been going for just over an hour. We've had Anton on as a guest. We've had young Reese with us all evening. Thank you for coming in, sir.
First time in the channel, I think, isn't it?
I think it might be, mate, yeah. It's not been deliberately keeping you off the channel or nothing like that. It's just,
no, it's not. I know it's not. It's just we've had.
Actually, I have asked you before, and you went, "Oh, actually, I'm about to go live with Peach," so I came in the chat and ended up on screen with you on random. So
yeah, and I think every time you've asked me if I want to come, when you've got time to record in crowd, I'm busy doing something else.
Yeah,
or I'm about to go to bed or something.
Yeah, well, I'm off all day tomorrow.
We'll try and do a. Nothing at the moment, I don't think. But I'll text you anyway.
Why don't we get together after breakfast and get something on record?
Bold of you to assume I'll be up at that time.
Hey.
But yeah, we'll have a word about it. I said bold of you to assume I'll be up after breakfast. But yeah, we'll have a word. Try and tomorrow, if not.
Yeah, if we can, yeah.
If not, we can do something for.
Over the
if not, I think could be quite good if we did it in person as well.
Yeah, that would be good. That really would be good. Yeah. In fact, I might even bring my laptop with me and we just record it on that with the webcam and that. We can set it up so we can sit kind of like together at a table or something. Do it proper.
Yeah, definitely.
Do it proper. Well, I'll see if we can get permission to fucking record it in the stadium.
It might work, but it might be quite loud as well.
Has anyone got a link to Fever's Twitter feed? Sean, actually, if you look in Twitter and you go to Spaces, and type in E20 Zone, I bet you'll find it. That's probably the easiest way of doing it, mate.
Or type in
someone
fever.
who type in fever. Yeah, but I think E20 Zone TV would be the way to go, because that's what he calls himself, obviously.
Yeah.
Who's Claire? Claire who? Nice to see you made a signing. Hopefully a few more to come for you. Indeed, Harmony, and thank you for joining us, and thank you for your lovely comments on the videos as well. Brought a little lump to my throat, sweetheart. I've got to be honest. Yeah, hopefully we are going to have a few more signings. That would be nice. Yeah,
definitely.
Hammerhead saying good night. Yeah. Harm, thanks. Yeah, great signing. Spaces, what is that? It's basically like a live studio open. It's like what you're watching now, but on Twitter. They call it.
But like
Twitter
anyone
Spaces.
can join and stuff, and there's no cameras or anything. It's just voice.
Yeah, voices. And that. Oh, yeah, that's right. It's like a radio phone-in thing.
Yeah, it's like a radio phone-in interview. Yeah.
Well, there you go. Look, Happy sending you a link in the Discord. Fresh. There you go. Hope you're doing okay, Happy, says Harmony. Space is like a live voice stream. There you go. Not live.
No, they're not live till 1:15.
Yeah, so it's now 10 past. We've got to the bottom of the comments. Thank you, everybody that's been in the chat. Please remember to like the stream. Thank you very much.
Thanks for having me on, Budge.
Oh, buddy, it's been a pleasure. I like chatting to you, you know that. And we will actually see each other in person at the London Stadium.
Just over a week.
In just over a week's time. It'll be great. It'll be well. You were there on my first game, Reese, last season at the Palace.
No, second. No, I went at the Palace game. I had to work. I was at work.
That's right. It was the
Brentford game.
Brentford game, correct. It was indeed. Yeah. Oh, look, Charlie's just turned up. Well, he's just commented. Thank you, Charlie, for commenting.
Thank you, Mr. Wolves. Did you get my WhatsApp earlier? We need to go to Legoland.
Yeah. I need to talk to him and all.
Duke was saying about Legoland, wasn't
he? Yeah. Yourself certainly helped fill in a void. Thank you, Sean. I appreciate that.
Thanks, Sean.
We can't fill his shoes, but maybe we can.
No way.
I mean, okay, so we're not actually on random at the moment. We're on Green Street Elites, but hopefully we can just honour him by, we give him a mention, we give him a little nudge and a little thumbs up every now and again.
Put pictures.
We will be doing stuff on random, and Reese, you mentioned that we're going to reschedule some of the past streams, didn't you?
I think so. We'll figure out a way of doing it, but
I can download them to my laptop and then put them back up.
And then upload them as premieres. Yeah.
Yes.
We could do that, but I know Frankel's going to do a live when he gets his package from Clips, and I guarantee we'll do a live when we'll go to the Champions Stone when it's put in and stuff. We'll probably end up doing a little thing or something at the Man City game or something maybe, but we're not gonna. We're still gonna do little bits here and there, but we're not gonna be live every night like Peach was.
Yeah. I mean, there may be occasions when either or both of us aren't sleeping and we go live at some mad time in the middle of the night, but don't rely on that. That could happen.
Exactly. Frankel said we've still got the StreamYard account until it's paid up till next May. So,
so basically until the end of the season. So Random will be producing stuff still at least that long, and maybe afterwards, because even between you and me, we could take over the payment for that StreamYard.
Yeah,
it'll only be a tenner each a month. Do you know what I mean? So that's £2.50 a week. It's not a lot, is it? Been listening while working for a while. Enjoyed it. Thank you, Charlie.
Thank you, Mr. Walsh.
Do that all the time. Happy go, girl. Make sure Budgie behaves himself. I always behave
You're always
myself.
joking, aren't you, mate?
I always behave myself. Oh dear. Right. He would have been so made up with this signing. Would defo say we are winning the league this season? Indeed, he would have done.
He would.
Actually,
He says
I
it all the time. He
believe-
says it all the time.
Yeah, every day. So everybody's chatting still. Everybody's saying hello. It's me that needs sorting out. Yeah, I'll go along with that. And to be fair, you do lead me down the wrong path most of the time, especially if there's a pub at the end of it. Even Harmony thought that was funny. Look, and Sean saying watched earlier this evening Peach's reaction vid to us beating Sheffield United 3-0 last year. We are fourth. We are like Star Wars with the fourth.
Oh, bless him. Yeah, what a man.
Yeah, great stuff. Charlie's absolutely shattered, but well, hope you're good. Okay, right, guys. Oh, look, there's my brother in the house. Treacle. Good evening. Yeah. Thank you, Kev. Thanks for popping in, buddy.
I noticed the Chelsea sign. I was like,
yeah, well,
Chelsea sign, I was like, who's this? And then I saw the name. I was like, oh, it's your brother. It's fine.
Yeah. Common knowledge that he is a Chelsea fan. You know, I have been trying to get him to the doctor, but he kicks and screams and refuses to go. And there is a cure for it, and you know that's to go to the London Stadium regularly with me, wearing claret and blue, bruv. You know you want to. Yes, thank you, Happy. Like the channel, guys. Like the stream. If you haven't subscribed already, which I know most of you have, please subscribe. Obviously, I haven't been putting out a lot of content lately, but that will change. I have got a few things in the pipeline, and we will be getting some more stuff up. Happy Hammer says Chelsea boy. When ain't you working, Charlie? Yeah, that's right. Trill 2. It's actually treacle, you know. I was actually Trill 2 because at school, my other brother Paul, he's the middle one between me and Kevin. His nickname at school was Trill as well, so I was always Trill 2. Come on, the Super Blues. You are such a tosser. Get that shit off my channel. Need to sleep more pretty badly, says Charlie. Yeah, some people aren't well.
Yeah, well, he's going on holiday, so hopefully he can get a nice sleep on holiday.
Harmony says some people aren't well, Budgie, especially family. Every family's got to have a cockatoo. Oh gosh, yeah. Well, my family's got a parrot. Or you? Oh yeah. Anyway, we won't go into that. 1 minute of time out. No, I can't do one. It's only 5s. I feel for you, Charlie. I'm the same, says Hammerhead. Right, guys, we've got to the end of the chat. I am going to knock it on the head because, as I said, Fever's probably live on Twitter Spaces right now. Twitter. I don't really want to. Yeah, that's what I said, wasn't it? Spaces. So anyway, let's call it a day. Thank you so much for joining me, Reese. It's been a pleasure chatting.
Thanks for having me on, mate.
Everybody in the chat, thank you for the comments, the information, the banter, the love, everything.
Thanks to Anton for coming on as well.
Hey? Oh no!
Thanks to Anton for coming on.
Yeah, he put my brother on timeout. Oh, you donut. No, you haven't. It's just put user in timeout. He's not in timeout. It doesn't matter anyway. Zenek's just turned up. Good evening, Zenek. Unfortunately,
good evening.
He turned up at the end of the show. Right. So, Kev, if you can hear me, and if Hammerhead has put you on timeout, I'll put him on timeout on the next show. Love you all. Sorry that I only made the end. Take care, peeps. It's all right, sweetheart. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for coming in. It's been a pleasure chatting to you all. I'm going to go now. I'm not even going to play a long video. I'm going to play a short video just to get us out of here. Take care, guys. Have fun. And always remember, wash your hands and stay safe.